I'm so excited to be in the kitchen with you. I feel like you're going to give me a master class right now on how to make a morning bowl.
We're gonna try.
What's up, Hollywire? I'm Brandi, and today we are in the heart of the West Side, Venice's famous Abbot Kinney. I just got my matcha latte. I'm gonna go to yours truly, which is probably one of the best brunch spots in LA. Gonna talk to Chef Vartan, and we're gonna make the morning bowl. It's a classic with a bit of a twist. Hey guys, what's up? We are in the kitchen at yours truly with Chef Vartan.
Thank you.
Thank you
Welcome.
for having us.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you so much.
I'm so excited to be in the kitchen with you. I feel like you're going to give me a master class right now on how to make a morning bowl.
We're gonna try.
First of all, let's talk about this dish a little bit.
Definitely, yeah. So it was basically a concept of doing a rice bowl that felt sort of fun and interesting, and I really love food that's, thought out and sort of layered and kind of fun and has a little bit of sort of like this, play on a memory, but it still is different, So that's where it all came from. I was like, what can we do with a rice bowl that's kind of fun and delicious and somewhat interactive? And that's how the dish started. I've eaten in LA for years, and there's concepts of this dish in many restaurants, Korean and so on. So it sort of started in that format.
All right, guys, so we are inside yours truly right now. It's before service starts, and you can kind of hear some action going on in the back, which I love. Another thing that I love about this space is it's so clean and beautiful, has a lot of natural lighting. You're on Abbot Kinney, you look outside, you see people. A good people watching spot is that corner right there and right there. I love it so much, and they have these really cozy booths. There's lots of different influences from Chef Vartan's personal culture, which is Armenian American, and also you kind of see some Asian influences, which is also inspired in his food as well. You have Korean, you have Asian, you have Mediterranean, European, a little bit of everything. So if you're interested in maybe trying a few different things, order for the table, serve it family style, and you can have a little bit of everything all on one plate.
All it is we start with some rice. We're using a mixture of rice here. There's 5 different types. There's wild rice, there's brown rice, sweet brown rice. So there's a few different things. And then we basically build the dish and start incorporating all of these separate ingredients that come together. We have toasted peanuts. I have crispy shallots. We have a peanut and cilantro pesto. We have XO sauce. These are pickled Fresno chilies. An egg yolk that's been cured in smoked soy.
That's cool.
Chives, fresh cilantro, and lime. So basically the dish starts in that format where we have our steamed rice, and we're gonna put the rice at the base of the plate.
And so I asked you earlier off camera, but I would love to let our audience know as well. What are your tips for doing perfectly cooked rice at home? Because that is my biggest struggle in the kitchen, and it might be really simple.
I mean, it always depends on the rice that you're cooking. Some of them need a little bit more attention, and but if you're doing simple white rice or jasmine rice, basmati, I think one of the best ways to do it is to do it in the oven. You just put it into a pan with water, a little bit of oil or butter, whatever you want. If you're vegan, you can do oil, and you cover it with foil and sort of cook it in the oven, and it steams that way. I think it's one of the best ways of doing it.
That's awesome. Okay, so now I'm at the bar, and I don't unfortunately have anybody to make me a drink, but these drinks look amazing. They have a few signature cocktails, including the Yours Truly Tonic, the Adonis, and the Gold 75. And what I really like about their cocktail menu is that a lot of their beverages are low ABV, which is super cool. It's something that you don't really find at a lot of other places in town. And they also have a lot of natural wines in their selection as well, including an orange wine, which I don't know if you guys have tried, but it's actually one of my favorite. It's kind of like rosé, and white wine had a baby, like an orange baby.
Well, here we are. The rice starts. At this point, we're just basically going to incorporate the ingredients in sections.
Okay.
And I always, I'll start with, let's say we start with peanuts. It really doesn't matter which way we go. I'll start with a little bit of peanuts, and we're basically putting sections everywhere.
How did you decide on the ingredients that are going into this bowl?
It all came from the pesto. I love this dish. It's basically, the difference between pesto and pesto is one has cheese, one doesn't. There's cilantro, peanuts, charred scallions, there's white soy, there's yuzu, little bit of oil, garlic. So it's a really vibrant flavor profile. And I've made this years ago, and I was like, this would be great if you mix it into rice.
Yeah.
It also becomes a salad. So that's where it all based out from, and all the ingredients sort of stem from there. So I'll do crispy shallots next.
I love how you have so many different textures in here.
Yeah, because it just makes it so much more fun when you're eating it. You're biting into all this flavor.
Yeah.
And then we'll go into our pea stew.
And you guys make all of these sauces in-house, yeah. That's incredible. Is it pretty easy to make at home for like a home cook?
The pea stew is very easy to make. This is the more difficult one. I mean, you don't have, this is XO sauce. It's like a Chinese condiment that's it's like their ketchup versus what we do. But it's really labor intensive. It takes us about 6 hours to make. This has dried shrimp, dried scallops. It has bacon. It has Chinese sausage, several different types of vinegars, wines. I mean, it's a lot. There's ginger, shallots, garlic, sesame. It's a lot of stuff.
It's a labor of love.
It is, but it makes a big difference because the flavor is unreal.
Another really cool feature of the bar are all these really beautiful lanterns. They're almost like Asian inspired, but with a bit of a twist. They look like they are like hand painted and handcrafted, which I love. Adds a really cool personal touch to the restaurant and kind of makes you feel like you are outside of LA, which is it's always a fun kind of experience to feel like you're transporting and you're on one of the most popular streets on the west side.
We're gonna take XO sauce.
Where do you source your ingredients from?
We shop at the farmer's market. We work with vendors and so on. It always varies. Depends on what we can get when we can get it.
It's true.
We're not going to go too heavy on the pickled Fresnos because they definitely can be spicy. But it depends on how much spice you want in the dish. You can always add more.
Is this one of the dishes that has been on the menu since the beginning?
Since the beginning, yeah. So this is a brunch dish, and I think it does so well that when we open for lunch, we're gonna do it at lunch because it's like a complete meal in one. It makes perfect sense. It's quick, it's easy. And then I'll put some chopped chives.
The colors are so nice.
Fresh cilantro, because we just want to there's a difference in having a cilantro pea stew and having actually fresh leaves as well. And then we always add, the dish has there's lime juice inside the pea stew instead of, just to sort of keep it bright and fresh, but having a fresh sort of spritz of lime is very different. So we always, I love acid, so I love incorporating it into the food. And the last of it is, I always sort of double check to make sure I have a little well there.
So how is that egg prepared then?
At the beginning of the day, we'll crack yolks and we'll cure them in smoked soy sauce.
This is actually one of my favorite spots to come after work and hang out, grab a seat with a friend, and it's cool. And then you can kind of transition into dinner, take a seat. The hostess stand's not too far away, so you can just pop over there, get an open table if they have them, and enjoy a bite to eat as well, which is great. Amazing.
This is it. I mean,
It looks beautiful, and I feel like it's got to taste beautiful as well.
So basically how it'll start is you can take the lime and sort of squeeze it over. Just a little bit fresh. And at this point, you want to crack the yolk and start mixing everything.
That is where the magic happens, when all the flavors incorporate,
it's going to come together, and it's kind of like, I wouldn't say that it's gonna be a fluffy rice dish, but it's gonna be kind of like, heartier feeling. But then again, that's the point of the dish.
Yeah. How would you best describe your food here at Yours Truly?
It's very, multicultural. It's very LA, and at the same time, it's really like how I've always enjoyed cooking. I love bridging cultures. I think there's no limit.
Do you have a dish on the menu that you're most proud of?
There's a dish on the menu. It's an avocado hummus that really signifies what the restaurant really is. It's a bridge of three cultures that come together seamlessly.
And another cool thing about the cocktail menu and the bar program is that it's actually curated by Chef Vartan, and Chef has a really cool long-standing history in LA. So, not only is his food really well respected, but his opinion on drinks and what kind of pairs nicely with his food as well, which is actually another cool, unique feature, is that the chef is picking, drinks, cocktails, wines that most likely will pair very well with his food, which I feel like is cool to have a chef that's super involved, because he knows obviously what tastes best with his own food.
So this is it. Here you are.
Cool. Can I try
I mean,
a little
yeah,
bit?
of course. So it's kind of like, imagine like this, almost like a wetter sort of fried rice kind of dish, but yeah, get a nice.
And I'm like, I need to get a little bit of everything, right? A little cilantro.
As you're eating, you'll have like pockets of flavor that pop in and out.
Wow.
I know, it's a lot.
No. It's incredible.
No, that's what I mean. Like, it's a lot of punch of flavor. It's very exciting to eat.
Wow.
So and as you eat, you're going to hit pockets of like crunch and here and that, and this makes it so much more exciting. Like, not every single bite will be the same, but it's fun to eat like that sometimes.
I'm going to test that theory. Let's see if the second bite's the same.
Awesome.
That's excellent.
Awesome. Glad you enjoyed.
Thank you so much for
My
having
pleasure.
us.
Thank you so much for coming.
I can't wait to come and visit
Please do.
and chow down in the dining room.
Thank
you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Okay guys, I'm not gonna lie, that was so much fun. Chef Vartan's probably one of my favorite chefs I've ever talked to. And I learned how to make cooked rice, which is kind of an accomplishment for me, if I do say so myself. You guys have to come to yours truly. It's so much fun. It's the perfect place to come for a Sunday brunch with some friends, hang out, have a glass of wine. Thank you guys so much for watching Crave It. We'll catch you next time. Bye.